What's up, everybody? Jacob here with Team Nucanoe. Just giving you a little rundown on how I've got my boat set up for the national championship. I figured I'd do it on the water. Might make it a little bit easier. Might make it harder. We'll see. But I'm actually at Lake Camac right now, and I just pulled back in a little pocket to get out of the wind. The wind is, it's blowing pretty hard. But we'll start up here at the front. We've got the Minn Kota power drive, 50-pound thrust. Um, Normally, I leave my net just laying across the front of the deck like that. And we've got the front hatch across the front hatch. If I need to get in the hatch, I'll just have to move it. And I'll leave my hog trough sitting across the front of the deck as well. Then I've got this plexiglass over top of the front storage. I use it to put extra 3,600 boxes in it, mainly soft plastics. But I'm running a Lowrance Hook 9. I'm still living in the Stone Age. It's about time for me to upgrade. But I'm running my battery in the Yak Attack cell block. I've got just a rigged up transducer arm that I made out of a piece of aluminum. Just wrapped my wire around it, and that's how that goes. Not the best looking setup out there, but it works for what it is. I've got a Yak Attack cup holder here that I don't use as a cup holder. I actually use it as a quick place to throw extra lures and stuff that after I cut off, if I'm retying or changing lures, I just throw them in there, and then at the end of the day, I can take it and dump it out and put it back where they go in the boxes. Got my Minn Kota foot pedal here. While I'm running the trolling motor in tournaments, I leave my paddles right here on the sides in the stove, in the little storage area for them, if I end up needing it as quick to grab. And then back here behind my seat, I've actually got my seat all the way as far as back as it'll go, and I just like it that way. It gives me a little bit more deck space up front. But back here I've got my Yak Attack black pack, and I have taken the top off of it to help ease getting stuff in and out of it. I've added bungee on both sides of it. I can fit 2 more 3,600 size boxes on it. I run 3 rod holders on the back of it, and then on my boat itself I run 3 ram tube rod holders, 2 on the left hand side of the boat and 1 on the right. I run more on the left hand side because I cast from the right, and I've been known to hook rods and drop them in the water. And then back here I have the power pole micro anchor set up with the battery pack that I recently picked up from one of the other teammates. He gave me a great deal on it, so just out making sure it's working correctly like I need it to, and mainly just testing it out to see how I like it. But so far so good. It's worked great. Right now I'm sitting in 5.5 foot of water. That's an 8.5 foot spike, so it might be a little bit deeper back behind me. But so far it's worked great. I was just out fishing a point, and it's probably blowing about 15 miles an hour out there, and it was, I wasn't moving at all. I was able to stand and fish, no problem. A lot of people ask me if I can stand and fish out of this boat, and as you can tell, I'm standing in it now. I can stand and run the trolling motor as well. It's not that hard. Basically what I did is I just set it on a low speed to start out with to make sure I can maintain my balance, and then just work my way up from there. I love it. It makes a world of difference fishing banks in the wind, or if you got a slight breeze standing up fishing, it makes it, just makes it a whole lot easier. And that's pretty much my tournament setup. And for the people that don't know what the power pole is basically, it's just a shallow water anchor. You can see the pole there. I've got the little key fob. You just hit the button twice, and the pole goes down and anchors you in your position where you can, if you've got a fish pulling you towards a lay down or a brush pile or something and you don't want it to pull you in, you can anchor down. If you're wanting to fish a point and it's windy, you can anchor down then. But that's my setup. It works for me. Hopefully I'll be able to catch some fish at Kentucky Lake next week, and y'all have a good one.